Okay, so we're going to talk about what's going on. I'm just starting her on squares, and at every corner, I take my pinky finger on my right hand and pull it so that her head bends right there, and then I straighten her back up. Then I ask her to bend and straighten back up. Bend, straighten back up. Bend, straighten back up. What I'm doing here is getting her used to feeling that pressure on the inside rein and responding once she feels it. Once she makes that turn, I use the outside rein to straighten her back up, which is what happens when you come around the barrel and you're going straight to the next barrel. She's got to know as soon as you touch that outside rein, she's got to bring her head back straight. So it's bend my pinky finger and then straighten her back up with the outside rein. Not really pulling hard, but it's the pressure. So it's bump, straight, bump, straight. Once she starts giving her head and bending her nose in like I want it, I'll move her up into a trot, and you see it kind of starts to fall apart again. But I'll just stay like this, doing this, until she gets comfortable with my little pinky finger pulling on that rein and bending her nose in. If she starts to get too much bend, I'll use the outside rein to straighten her back up. And I try to kind of use that outside rein so she feels that pressure and goes straight on the straight and then just bends in the corners. She's starting to get it now. Her head's starting to relax more. And when she feels the pressure, she gives. Once she's doing it good one direction, I'll go the other direction. I try to keep my hands right above her mane by the horn, and all I'm using is my pinky finger and bending it back to give the pressure. I'm not pulling with my whole hand. That's the only pressure, is that pinky finger. If she starts bending too much, I'll straighten her head back up again. So she knows only give a little bit of your nose. That way her shoulder stays up also. Once she gets it, I'll move her up into a trot, and it'll get a little sloppy again. But I'll just stay calm, keep giving that little pressure until she gives. Once she gives and I know that she's smooth and understands, I'll take the pressure off of the outside rein and only use the pressure on the inside rein to make her get soft in her rib cage. Once she hit that, I made her step up one more step and go around it. And right there you saw I pushed forward with that inside rein, which is what you need to do if they start to turn too soon. So I practice that while I'm doing this too. Get her used to moving it up and back down. Once she's doing it pretty good around it, I go out into the arena and come at it in a straight line and ask her to turn again. It might be a little sloppy at first, but once she figures it out, she'll smooth out. And I literally am using my pinky finger to get her to turn. I had to straighten her up there because she started falling apart. I used the outside rein to straighten her up, and then I let it go loose again. She's starting to get soft and figure it out. Just enough bend. I'll take her out, reverse, and go the other direction. I work both sides pretty equal so that she doesn't start favoring one way or the other. She's given to that pressure, and there is nothing on the outside rein. She does come in a minute right there, and when she does, I push her and make her go past it for knocking it down. And she starts to fall apart a little bit. But in just a minute, she goes right back to working. She's not pulling her head as much. Okay, once she does that, I'll move way down the arena and come at it and go around a few times. Trying to keep her consistent in her gait and get her to bend on the corners. And you're seeing everything here that we did tonight. There was nothing, we stopped videos between what I was doing, but that's it. Okay, she's gonna go the other way for a little bit until I feel her soften up and know she understands it. Once she feels good to me, then I'll let her quit. This next little video that's coming up, I told Melanie I wanted to try to lope her just to see. She has never done it at a lope before, but I wanted to see. And the first time, I basically did what I saw in your picture, and I want you to watch what happens to it and listen to Melanie. It's almost hilarious.
Now you straight neck reining. You are.
Okay, so Melanie didn't do it, but this time you see she's doing really well. Same thing here. What I was going to tell you, on the first time she loped, I had my hand out to the side and was having pressure on that outside rein, and watch how